but she heard the news that government officials lying about her in order to save their skin. So, lying on the hospital bed when she was weakest and most vulnerable, she felt helpless to defend herself and her family against this onslaught. She said to herself, "Someday I will prove without a doubt the truth of what happened to me." Her left leg was amputated. A rod was inserted in her right leg from knee to ankle to hold the shattered bones together. She pondered on the most impossible dream she could set for herself. She decided to climb Mount Everest. But her decision was laughed and met with doubts about her mental health. Everyone thought that, "Are you mad? You can't walk now, and how can you climb the Mount Everest?" While most amputees require months or years to get acquainted to their prosthetic limbs, but Arunima started to walk in 2 days. She understood the power of mind over body, and she decided to become a mountaineer, but it wasn't easy for her to climb the Mount Everest and see her prosthetic leg. And while straight out of the hospital, she went to see Bachendri Pal, the first Indian woman to climb Everest. Apart from her immediate family, the only person to encourage her. She told Arunima, "In this condition, you made such a huge decision, knowing that you have already conquered your inner Everest. Now you need to climb the mountain only to show the world what you are made of." And Arunima did a basic course from the Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, the best school of its kind in Asia. It also supported her with a grant. Then Tata Steel the best school provided her with a generous scholarship, and the pain was unbearable. She couldn't bear that pain, and she told that, "But my determination was bigger than my pain." Determination means a strong decision. She took a strong decision, and that decision was bigger than her pain. And she took rigorous training of 18 months. She climbed a smaller but no less danger mountain. She took exercises, and with that prosthetic leg, she walked, and on that prosthetic leg, on that walking belt. The 2 years of rigorous training, a lot of pain, and this was very dangerous to climb mountains, and had a couple of near death experiences, and she started climbing the Mount Everest where 8,000 people died. And her legs, she told that, "My legs would start bleeding every time I went climbing." Even though she didn't stop her Mount Everest climbing, and every normal people face harsh difficulties while launching expedition to Everest. For Arunima, it was more painful. The ankle and the heel of her prosthetic leg would swivel, causing to her leg grip often. Any pressure on the right leg would send spasms of acute intense pain. The fourth camp, 3,500 feet to the summit, en route to the peak, is called the Death Zone. Notorious for the number of lives it has claimed. She saw dead bodies of people lying around, but she overcame pain, fear, and anxiety to reach summit. Her oxygen was critically low, and Sherpa warned her that she might lose her life. But she went on like that in the minus 45 degrees. She went on like that 20th May, and she went on like that without looking back. She felt very painful with that prosthetic leg to climb the Mount Everest, and she went in dangerous weather conditions to move forward like that. She felt very painful. She overcame pain, fear, and anxiety to reach summit. Her oxygen was critically low, and her Sherpa warned her that she might lose her life. But she went on like that. She went on like that, and one day she thought that I reached the top of the world. If I can conquer Mount Everest with one leg, you can definitely conquer your personal Everest. What is our personal Everest? Our problems are the personal Everest. First, we have to conquer our personal Everest, our problems in our mind. Then we can easily conquer. And see, she thought that she would die before, and because she had very little oxygen. Okay, and she thought she would die, and then she used the last vestiges of her oxygen to take pictures and videos on the peak. She knew that she was very determined to climb the Everest, and while she was going like that, 50 steps later, her oxygen was finished. As she lay suffocating and gasping for breath, luckily she came across an extra cylinder of oxygen. A Sherpa quickly latched that to her, and finally she reached the summit. Arunima said, after climbing mountains has yielded the most vulnerable life lessons for me. It has taught me about confidence, leadership, resilience, team building, and leadership. But above all, Arunima Sinha, the first Indian amputee to conquer Mount Everest. But above all, it has taught me the power of humility, she told. It doesn't matter what you achieve in life. What matters is how these achievements make you a better person. I can, and she told that you too can climb the Mount Everest. And she felt very happy, and how you treat others is at the core of what makes a good human being. And she was garlanded and heartily welcomed by each and everyone for this great conquer. And she was written a story, born again on the mountain. And see Arunima Sinha, Kangana to play Lucknow White Mountaineer Arunima. Arunima was awarded with great awards, great awards by our ex. Who is he? Did you remember? Did you recognize our ex-president? Okay, Abdul Kalam Azad. See how nicely she is receiving the prize from our ex-president Abdul Kalam Azad. And she has received a Padma Shri award, the fourth highest civilian award of India in 2015. After climbing the Everest, she decided, okay, she has received Padma Shri from our ex-president, and she has received the story of losing everything and finding it back was launched by Narendra Modi in December 2014. And Narendra Modi blessed her with the heartiest congratulations and lots of blessings to Arunima Sinha, just daughter of my constituency, Ambedkar Nagar, UP. And our Prime Minister Narendra Modi handed over the tricolor and wished her the very best as she embarks on an expedition to Mount Vinson, Antarctica. India is proud of Arunima's accomplishments, and her fortitude inspired us all. And she received a tricolor flag on December 12th, 2018. And she received so many things, so many doctorates and awards. She received many awards after winning the Mount Everest. She has received, and she too started a Arunima Foundation to serve humanity. She started this building to serve humanity, and she started giving free meals to those people who joined the university, and she gave computer classes also. She gave training to the people, to the physically challenged people, and she gave some exercises for conducting mountaineering classes. She gave some yoga classes also. She conducted some classes for the mountaineers. There is a lab room, retail, hospitality for IT students also. And she helped so many people through that mountaineering classes, and they were delighted to make the inspirational and courageous Arunima Sinha and honor her through doctorate for Arunima's achievements, and more importantly, her spirit was honored by the University of Strathclyde, a prestigious UK university. In November 2018, she was conferred with the honorary doctorate at their graduation ceremony. And she got married later, and she was congratulated by the great persons. She was congratulated by the great persons. So, what did you learn from this lesson? Arunima Sinha is the first female amputee. Amputee means her leg was cut off, and first Indian amputee to climb Mount Everest. She lost her leg but didn't lose her heart. She decided to live her life with dignity and self-respect so that people don't look at her with pity. Her memory is aptly titled Born Again on the Mountain, a story of losing everything and finding it back, was launched by PM Narendra Modi in December 2014. She was awarded Padma Shri, the fourth highest civilian award of India, in 2015. After climbing the Everest, she decided to climb the highest peaks from each continent around the world. So far, she has accomplished four Everests in Asia, Kilimanjaro in Africa, Elbrus in Europe, and Kosciuszko in Australia. She runs a non-profit school, Shahid Chandrasekhar Azad Khel Academy, for underprivileged, physically challenged children. Arunima is the greatest personality of India. Though we have all the organs of our body, we don't think great, but she is really the greatest person on this earth. She has climbed the Mount Everest with one leg and with another prosthetic leg. We have to salute her and we have to be inspired through her life story, and you to be ready to be, to achieve more things. Okay, very good. Thank you.